want to show you my asparagus bed. I got two beds there, and they ferns grew very big and tall this year. What I did, I ordered on this first bed. I ordered some 2-year plants, some New Jersey variety of asparagus, and I think it's good to order a 2 or 3 year crown so you can get asparagus quicker. But at the rate that these grew, I'm thinking I'm gonna get some asparagus next year off this bed. The other bed, they're about 3 years old. What I did, I had a bed over in the corner of my garden, and I moved those. They ended up not being a good location, so I dug the crowns up, and then I moved them over here and made another bed. So you can dig up the crowns if you want to change the location of your bed. Those crowns are still easy to dig up. I even had some extra crowns that multiplied, and I got them in some of these pots over here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I may just save them in case I have any crowns to die. But and I got another little bed way over in the corner, and I'll show you that one. But I dug the crowns up, and some of them I left in a bag for a while, and I later made another bed, and those didn't do as well. I think they got, because I didn't plant them early enough in the spring, so I'll show you them as well. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut these ferns back to the ground and show you how I prepare them for the winter. But basically, I'm gonna cut them back to the ground. I'm gonna fertilize them, and I'm going to cover them up with pine straw and take the little weeds out of the bed. And then what I'm gonna do is do a two-part, and I'm gonna show you how they come out next spring, and hopefully I should get some asparagus. But anyway, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back with the asparagus. I got the beds all cut down good. It actually took me about 2 or 3 weeks to finish because we got a lot of rain. And we got some warm weather. Here it is January, and it's 65 degrees probably. And we had some cold days, freezing days. But the problem with asparagus and the difficulty with growing them in this zone 8, is that it'll get cold, they'll go dormant, and then we'll have little warm periods, and then they'll try to shoot asparagus out, which can damage the crown. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fertilize them with some bone meal, which will provide nitrogen to them throughout the rest of the winter, what's left of it. And I'm gonna cover them up with some pine straw to help insulate them from any cold days we have in the future, and it'll also help them, stay dormant even if we have a warm period. By depriving them of light, it'll help keep them dormant, and not force them to want to try to put asparagus out too early, thinking it is springtime. And like I said, that's the difficulty with growing asparagus in zone 8. They do have some varieties that are been formulated for warm weather, and if you do grow asparagus, then I say try to buy those varieties. But anyway, I'm gonna come back after I put my bone meal down and everything. Thanks. Okay, now I got the you can see I got the bone meal spread right around the crowns on that one as well. So now I'm just gonna put pine straw over them. I'm gonna focus right on top of the crown. Not gonna worry about. Well, I'm gonna put a little bit on the outside, just deter weeds, but I'm gonna focus right above the crown first. Just put this pine straw right above each crown. And I'm gonna be ready for the spring. So I'm gonna come back in the springtime, and I'm gonna uncover when the danger of frost is gone. I'm gonna scrape all this pine straw off and clean the bed up a little bit, and we're gonna see what kind of asparagus we get. See you in the spring. Okay, it's back at the springtime. Right now it's March the 25th. So I took all the pine straw off, and as you can see, they're shooting up asparagus. So as I predicted, I did get some asparagus out these ferns. Like I said, this bed right here was a new bed that I planted, and I planted 2-year-old asparagus crowns. So they've already put out a few asparagus, coming up on their 3rd year. Over here it's the same thing, but these right here are approximately 3 years old, because these are some of the ones that, if you remember, um, I took from my other bed that I pulled up and redid, and I took the crowns up and saved them. So they're probably more like 3 years old, and that's a purple variety. You can see it's shooting up the asparagus. Uh, there's one there. I've harvested a lot of them. I should have came out here earlier when they first started shooting up quite a bit of asparagus, because I've gotten I've had made 2 nice meals, enough to feed 3 people, 6 people, out of these asparagus. I come out here every 2 or 3 days and collect them, and so it's actually did about it like I expected. There's a nice one there. Some of these I've already, like these, I'm gonna let them just grow into a fern, and it's probably gonna continue to put out. It's still kind of early in the spring, so I probably still get some more asparagus. Those are some of my picked already, and like I said, I've probably gotten at least 3 times that amount already before I did the video. I should have did the video a little earlier, when they first start shooting up. But anyway, that's how it looks. And I'm gonna show you the other bed that I had, the 3rd one, overflow bed, how it's looking. And then I'll come back next, the end of the summer, when the ferns have gotten high. I'll let you see how they look, and we'll go through one more cycle. And so that bed over there ought to be 4 years old by the next time you look at this video, and this one ought to be 3 years old. So we'll follow it one more year, and you'll see how they progress next time. Here's the other bed. I've been calling it the overflow bed because, as you remember, I had some, redid a bed, and I had plenty of crowns left over. So like something like the crown must have multiplied, because I just had way more crowns. I knew what to do with them when I dug up my old bed. So I had some, and I saved them a little bit because I didn't know what to do with them. But I created this other bed, so they look like they did suffer a little bit and was a little further behind than the other ones. But they're about 3 years old, so hopefully I still think they're gonna recover a lot this summer. It's like I say, it's March 25th, so by the end of the summer, the end of the summer, I'm gonna do another video and let you see how big the ferns have gotten. All right, here it is, June the 1st. So as you can see, they're already starting to grow back into a fern. They've already taken off pretty fast. So that's pretty good for it to be just June. I did put a little fertilizer on them, so hopefully throughout the summer they'll continue to grow and thrive and build up energy. And then I'll show y'all how they look. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more shot of the asparagus ferns before they go dormant. Last time I showed them to you, it was early June. This is mid-August, so another couple of months later. And as you can see, they've really matured even more. So that lets me know that they are building up energy for the asparagus next spring. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna let you look at the asparagus go dormant again and cutting them back, but I will do that. When they go dormant, I'll cut them back down to the ground, cover them up with straw. I'll fertilize them with a little bit of blood meal, and I probably put a little bit of lime down to build up the pH, since it's still a fairly new bed. And that's pretty much it. Once they really get established, they kind of take care of themselves. So, but anyway, the next time you see this video will be the spring, when they're starting to push asparagus up again. So it'll give you the opportunity to see how much asparagus, they got this time versus last year. And then these asparagus again will be 3 to 4 years old by then. So I'll see you again in the next spring, 2017. Okay, this is a little shot of that overflow bed. So it's doing pretty good. Not quite as good as the other one, but it's doing pretty good. Yeah, everybody, this is spring of 2017, and I forgot to record the asparagus, but they gave out a bumper crop, so I about picked them all. But here's just a few, some of the last ones I picked, but I had that time 10. Uh, so I really enjoyed a lot of asparagus this year. They about at the end now. That's one left right there that I gotta harvest. Uh, there's a few right there that I can harvest. Um, but I really had a real big year this year. Even my overflow asparagus bed in the corner gave out quite a bit. But you know, that's pretty good. These only are 3 and 4 year old crowns. So next year I gotta clean the bed out, get all that grass out of there and clean it out real good. And I'm gonna let them grow back into a fern. And next year they ought to be give out even more. So I've been real happy with the asparagus. You know, it's very easy to grow. All you gotta do is have a dedicated place to grow them, and they'll keep coming back every year and doing better and better and better and giving out more and more and more. So anyway, I hope you all try it. Thanks.